Hi there, and welcome to Lorna Green Yoga on YouTube. I'm Lorna, and if you've been practicing with me for a while, then a warm welcome back. If you're new here, hi. And I'm going to suggest that you hit that notification bell so that you always know whenever a new class is going live, and also subscribe so that I can continue to support your home practice with lots more free yoga. Today I've got a short but oh so sweet yoga wheel class to undo the effects of the 9 to 5 hunch. I know you know what I'm talking about. It's that feeling of compression and collapsing through the front of the body that you get when you spent far too much time in front of your computer. You're going to need a yoga wheel, a couple of blocks, and maybe a blanket if you find that you get a little bit sensitive to having your weight fully on the wheel. So let's not waste any more time. Let's undo that 9 to 5 hunch. I'll meet you on the mat. Take a seat on the floor with the legs crossed. Sink your sit bones evenly downwards into the floor as you lift and lengthen through your torso. Close your eyes if it feels good to do so, and you can just rest the palms on your knees. Take an inhale, feeling the expansion throughout your body, and as you exhale, notice how your body relaxes. You can feel your weight sinking downwards, your knees melting out to the corners of the mat, the sit bones becoming heavy. Find space between the pelvis and the ribs, sitting up tall, turning inwards, letting go of whatever's happened during the day, whatever you think is going to happen in the days ahead. Just let go of the outside world for a few moments, turning inwards, giving all of your attention to yourself. This is your time to be on the mat. All of your awareness on your breath. Tune into the rise and fall of your belly, that wave-like motion traveling the length of your body. Feel how good it feels to just sit in stillness. Inhale and exhale, breathing out with an audible sigh. Keeping your focus on your breath. I'm just going to reach behind you, grab your wheel. Now, allow your body to lay back until the wheel is resting just around about sort of between your shoulder blades. So you can take your thumbs to the inside of the wheel, your finger to the mat, and lay back on your wheel. Let your head sink and rest, molding to the shape of the wheel. Take your arms to the side of the body, the palms facing upwards. Continuing to take those slow, long breaths. Feel your weight pressing onto the wheel. You might notice that your breathing has to change somewhat here because there's some pressure around about the rib cage, the position of your neck being a little bit stretched, your head back. You can feel some tightening around the throat. Keep your tongue heavy, your throat relaxed. Taking those belly breaths, relaxing your tummy muscles as you inhale. As you exhale, draw the belly back towards the spine, feeling your body relax and just melt downwards. Each breath, relaxing more and more. And bend the elbows. Just bring the fingertips to the back of the head. Gently curling the chin into the chest. Look down towards your knees. You can take your fingertips to the floor, pressing the mat away from you to rise upwards once again. Interlace the fingers, placing the hands to the back of the head. With the elbows pressing backwards, try not to push your chest forward, but rather just feel the shoulder blades squeezing together. Inhale, press the shoulder blades together, the elbows pushing backwards. As you exhale, tuck the chin towards the chest. Keep your spine long, feeling a stretch through that upper part of the spine. Inhale, open the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, feel space between the shoulder blades as you lengthen through the cervical spine, the elbows melting, drawing down towards the floor. Inhale and exhale at your own pace, your own time. Your breath's going to be different to mine, so you follow your own pattern. Inhale, open. Exhale, stretch and lengthen, curling, and hold here. We'll hang out here for a couple of breaths. Allow your arms to get really heavy. There's a little bit of pressure from the palms pressing to the back of the head. You control how intense this sensation is, so if it feels too much, just loosen, lighten the pressure from the hands and the arms. Taking a breath in, opening the chest once more, and then you can just reach the palms up towards the ceiling and extend them out to the side, reaching behind you for your wheel. Bend the knees, place the feet flat on the floor. You might want to shuffle a little bit forward on your mat just so that you've got enough space here. You're going to place the wheel to your lower back, pressing through the soles of the feet. Raise your hips up and away from the floor. Bring your fingertips back to the mat and begin to roll. As you exhale, drop your hips down towards the floor. Inhale, lifting up. And there's a little sort of rock and roll movement that goes with this. So as you lift and lower, feel yourself pushing back and forward. Let your weight mold and melt across the wheel. Don't try and hold yourself here, but rather just surrender your body weight to this wheel that's supporting you. Make sure that the wheel's lined up with your spine, central. If it feels a bit unbalanced, just pop your hips back down to the floor. Adjust whatever you need to do to find that balance, that even position. We're going to push the hips up a little bit more. So as you push the hips up, keep the chin tucked into the chest. You might want to walk your heels towards your butt. Now, as you play with your legs, you get to change the position of the wheel. So straightening the legs allows the wheel to roll down your back. So you get it all the way down into your lower back. As you bend your knees, and you can lift your heels away from the floor. Keep your hips high as you do this. The wheel will roll all the way up to the top of your spine. You can let your head relax here as well. So we're rolling, straightening the legs, and then bending the legs, massaging the spine, ironing out all the crunks and crinkles. I don't know what a crunk is, but we all have them. And you move at your own pace, whatever feels good. If you find a really juicy spot here, you might want to just hang out and do some small rocks. Really dig into the parts that need the attention. I always find between my shoulder blades, this feels so good. And you can place your palms on your belly if you feel like your balance is pretty good. If you're feeling a bit wobbly, just keep the fingertips on the floor, but keep your hips high. And one more. This time as you straighten the legs, you're going to reach your arms up and overhead, just letting the head lower to the floor as you straighten your legs. Maybe reaching the toes away from you a little bit. And allow yourself to mold once again to the shape of the wheel. Take some breaths here, relax your shoulders. You can reach your hands away from you or just keep the elbows bent. As you feel that stretch through the front of the body. You have to change how you're breathing here. Really focus on where your breath is moving from. Because there's a lot of pressure on the rib cage. Changes the way you're breathing. Make sure that you're comfortable. If you need to come out at any time, just rolling back to a sitting position. You can just let the hips sink towards the floor. Tuck the chin towards the chest. As you push through the palms, bend your knees. Let your hips sink lower. Just take the fingertips to the side of the head. Tuck the chin to the chest. Hips sinking down. You're going to reach for your knees, coming up to sitting. Now, before you come forward, just draw the wheel to your lower back once more. Let yourself mold to the shape of the wheel. See if you can find the base of your shoulder blades, just pressing the top edge of your wheel. Interlacing your fingers once more, pressing them to the back of the head. We're going to follow the same breathing pattern that we did when we were seated a few moments ago. As you inhale, allow your chest to open. Let your elbows just drop down towards the floor, your chin raising up. Leaning back, feeling that stretch. As you exhale, keep the base of the shoulder blades in contact with the wheel. Tuck the chin to the chest, feeling that stretch through the upper spine. Inhale, open, and exhale, round. Once again, moving with your own breath. This is going to be different for everyone. It's going to be different on different days as well. Inhale, exhale. Feeling your body stretching and opening through the front. Undoing all the hours that you spend hunched and crunched. One more. This time as you inhale, hang out. Just take a couple of breaths. Reclining. Keep pressing your sit bones down towards the floor. Try not to hold yourself here, but rather give way to gravity. Surrender to the sensation of heaviness throughout your body. Keep pressing through the soles of the feet. Take a breath in, and this time as you breathe out, tuck the chin to the chest, pull the elbows together, and slowly rise up. Make sure that your spine has time to sort of find its position once again. So move super slow. And as you come up, let the knees fall to the side, grabbing a hold of your wheel, and you can just place your wheel in between your feet. Leaning forward, hinging at the hips, bringing your forehead to rest on your wheel. If you're struggling to do this, you can make a little fist tower, one fist on top of the other, and just rest your forehead there. If you need to, you can always grab a block just to give you some extra height. Take a deep breath in and out. Feel the space that you're creating in your body. Feel the shift in your energy already. And on your next inhale, prepare to move. As you exhale, drawing yourself back to upright once more. Bringing the knees together, the feet are planted firmly on the floor. You're going to take your wheel between your legs and begin to lower yourself down to the floor. Walk your heels towards your butt, and you're going to have to try and grab onto your wheel here. See if you can lift your butt up in the air and slide your wheel under. Walk your feet towards your bum once again. Push up through the toes until your wheel is resting just at the base of your spine. So you want to feel that lower part of your spine resting on the wheel. Reach your hands to the edge of the wheel that's furthest away from you. So you can draw your shoulders under your body. You can feel your shoulder blades sliding together beneath you. Press through the soles of the feet. Squeeze the thighs together. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Take some breaths. Just settle here. If you're struggling with this, you can always grab a couple of blocks to place your feet on, or you can even just raise the heels away from the floor a little bit with the goal that you're working towards bringing those heels down to the floor. Breathe into your belly. Breathe into your back, just softening. Every breath a little bit deeper than the one before. If you're finding that this is challenge enough, I want you just to hang out here, just settle into that new shape. If you want a little extra challenge, draw your right knee in towards your chest, or in towards your face, really, isn't it? And then you're going to reach that leg up towards the ceiling, just reaching. You don't have to sort of point your toes and try and make this as strong as possible, but just rather reaching softly. Keep your knee soft, feeling that gentle stretch through the back of the leg. Bending your knee, draw it in towards your face, and then returning that foot to the floor. Take a moment, maybe just adjust if you feel that the wheel has shifted, and then you're going to pull the left knee into the chest, reaching up, stretch, stretch, stretch. Take a breath, draw the knee back in towards you, and then return the foot to the earth. Taking a breath in and releasing. You're going to walk your feet towards your butt, coming up onto your toes, pushing up through the hips. Begin to roll the wheel away from you, rolling down through your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Take your time. And then bring your feet to the top edge of the wheel. Just adjust your upper body for a moment. Take your ankles onto the wheel. So both ankles are coming into contact with the wheel, and just stretch your legs out in front of you. If you need to adjust the wheel so that your heels and your ankles are resting comfortably, then you go ahead and do that. I'm going to grab a couple of blocks just to continue that chest opening up this front part of the body. So I'm going to take one block long ways and place it just at the base of my shoulder blades and then rising upwards. Second block coming to just behind the head, taking the hands to the side of the body, palms facing up to open the shoulders, letting my hips sink down, my heels are resting comfortably on the wheel. Taking a big inhale and exhale. Relaxing here in Shavasana as long as you feel you need to. Give yourself time to slow down, to push that pause button, reset your nervous system, reset your body and your mind.